Hey, what's going on, everybody? So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at Han Solo in the Mimban outfit, or his Mud Trooper outfit. Pretty cool figure. Found this on Dorkside, $14.99. Now, this is actually the second one that I received. The first one, I received it. I filmed an intro just like I'm doing now. Got the thing out of the box, started playing with it, and the arm snapped off right at the elbow. It's unfortunate. It's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like there was too much plastic on the forearm side. The thing would not flex. So I stuck the arm back on. I put everything back in the box, just expecting to have to send it back. I contacted them and they said that they would check their warehouse to see if they had any more to send out. That was last week, and it's the last I heard from them. Well, today, this one shows up. So I guess they don't want this one back. But, I can put this back on. It may not flex. I'm going to kind of play with it some more, but it may not flex. But that way, at least I can have just a straight up Mud Trooper. And then I can have Han Solo, like this. But as you see, it comes in the red and black box. Got a nice big window. You can see the figure, his helmet, goggles. He's got his little breathing apparatus there. And the blaster, that is an E10. So something different. And you got a really nice picture of Han down there. On that side of the box, you got the large font, Han Solo, and the regular font, and the front window wraps around a little bit. On that side, it's just red, and this Han is number 78. The top of the box is just black. On the bottom, barcode, stuff no one reads. And on the back of the box, you got the same picture as the front. You got a bio in various languages, and some more stuff no one ever reads. I'm going to get Mimban Han Solo open. Hope his arm's okay. And let's take a look at him. All right, so I got Mimban Han Solo open, and let's just take a look at him. So this is how he is right out of the box. He's got his helmet on with the goggles on the helmet, and the cape is on. So I think I'm just going to start taking little pieces off, and we'll start with this cape. So there's the cape. It is just a molded piece of plastic. It's got some nice detail, some dirtiness, some wear. It's got some holes in it. It's kind of cool. It's very similar to Kylo Ren's cape, actually. It just kind of sits on his back. I mean, there's no real place for it to like peg in. It doesn't seem to stay on very well. It just kind of sits there, just kind of hooks on the back. Now, of course, if he's just sitting on the shelf, it's fine. But as soon as you start, monkeying with him, it falls off real easy. I mean, it's okay. It looks really good. I mean, it's a really nice looking cape, but I don't know. Yeah, so that's that. I mean, nothing special. It does look good, though. Yeah, so next, let's take a look at these little goggles here. So the cape is very similar to Kylo Ren's cape, and these goggles, come on, stand up. I forget it. So the goggles are very similar to Kylo Ren's visor on his helmet. But, they're nicely detailed. It's all plastic. Got some nice red paint there. Just kind of goes around, got some more detail in there, and got a little bit right there that's, kind of cool. But yeah, they're just a pair of goggles. And there's the helmet. You got some wear on top, got some scuffs here and there, some dirtiness, some little details sculpted in. Yeah, nothing special. Got a little chin strap. You can just pull the chin strap over his chin and over his nose. And you can sort of finagle the thing out. There we go. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. Yeah, I mean, nothing special. It's just a helmet, but yeah, it works. So now that I have all the little pieces off, let's take a look at the figure itself. So this face is a totally new sculpt compared to the other Han from the same movie. This one's a little more plain. This one is a little more, I don't know what the word is, stern maybe. It's still a good looking face. They're both pretty good actually. But this one, it's not too bad. I kind of wish the eyes were a little more, I don't know what the word is. It's almost like they didn't paint them enough. The eyes are just barely there. But the sculpt looks good. The hair, there's some nice, it's a little flatter because, it's meant to go under a helmet. Got his nice little sideburns. Got some nice waves. Got some various, browns mixed in with the darker shade. It's a pretty good looking hair sculpt. That's what the back looks like, more waves. But the eyes do look good. The nose, the mouth, I think the skin tone is really nice. It's a pretty nice looking face. And then moving on to the armor. Just a big old armor plate on his chest. Got some nice wear, some scuffs, some dirtiness. Got a little doodad sculpted there. Straps going around. This little backpack thing, that is where the breathing apparatus plugs into. I'll get to that soon. This thing back here is very similar to, say, the Shore Trooper. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty dang close. It looks good though, I like it. And as far as this belt, I mean, it's very plain, but it's got some nice detail in there. It looks pretty good. That's what the back looks like. It just comes around. There's nothing much going on in the back, but that's a pretty cool belt. And now moving on to arms, you got a nice little shoulder plate up here. Got some red with some yellow, just barely there. Got some dirtiness, some nice wrinkles there. That's what the other side looks like, just more of the same, just less color. But yeah, I love the wrinkles on the suit. It just looks really good. The cuff, it's nice seams, some black gloves. And this piece coming down, this is a very soft material. You know, that's always nice to see. You know, but again, some nice wrinkles, some seam lines. Looks really good. That's what the back looks like. Yeah, just more wrinkles. It looks pretty good. And then the pants are just very plain gray pants, but again, really nice wrinkles. And then shins, that's very similar to some Stormtrooper or Death Trooper. You know, little armor plates there. Looks really good. Got some nice detail on these straps going around. Yeah, these little shin plates are really, really cool. And then the shoes are a slightly different tone, you know, different color, different shade, a little flatter, a little bit lighter. You know, nice texture on the shoes. I've been watching the price on this thing, and when it hit $14.99 on Dorkside, I figured I better grab this. And it's a pretty cool looking figure. And before I put all his gear back on, let's just look at articulation. So the head can obviously turn side to side. You have some tilt there, that's really nice. Can't look down much at all, and can't really look up too much either. These shoulder pads will recess into this chest armor so the arms can get up to there, and they can rotate all the way around. So this arm is good. You've got a nice deep cut on that elbow joint, and it gets way past 90. Yeah, pretty happy about that. Well, but it's tight coming back down. Wow. And you've got a swivel at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist. So the right hand appears to be hinged up and down, but it's blocked by the cuff here. Yeah, I mean, it moves, but it doesn't really stay where you put it. And the left hand has the side-to-side hinge, but again, it's totally blocked by this cuff. You've got a swivel at the waist. He crunches forward just a hair, not much at all. He goes back that much, which is not bad. And you've got some pretty good side-to-side tilt. And with this little front piece here being soft, the legs get up that far. They don't go back very much at all. They go out that much. You've got double jointed knees that get all the way up. There's an upper thigh swivel that is totally hidden by the bottom of his coat. That's really nice. The feet go down that far. They go up to there, and you've got some swivel at the ankle. All right, so next let's take a look at this little breathing apparatus. Yeah, this thing is nicely detailed. I think the hoses look really good. Got some nice detail in the silver, the little straps there. It's a nice mold to sort of conform to his face. Yeah, really nice texture on these hoses. Really liking that a lot. And that's what the inside looks like. But yeah, that thing's pretty cool. And like I mentioned, they just plug in there if you want to have it on his face. And there's a good look at the blaster, the E10. This thing is pretty cool. It's a great looking sculpt. I mean, it's cast pretty much all in one color, just kind of a flat gray, kind of nice extended mag there. That looks like it could be a light. You got some sights up here. The stock looks like it could be collapsible if this were real, but got some nice detail on the grip. And the foregrip is also nicely detailed. And I found a picture of this thing, so this foregrip will actually collapse, you know, if it were real. It's a shame they couldn't do that with this one, but you know, if you think about it, that hinge would be so tiny it would probably break. But yeah, it's a really cool looking blaster. And something I found out by accident because I dropped it on the ground and it came off. This piece right here will slide off, and there's a good look at that. I'm not sure what it is. It almost looks like a radio or something with a couple of antennas sticking out. But yeah, that comes off. I don't know why. You know, got to see if he can hold it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so can he hold this thing? I don't think so. I think the fingers are way too tight to try to squeeze this in here. And I don't want to break the little, you know, these little things off. Yeah, it's pretty snug, but I don't know. That really looks like a little radio. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they made this detachable. I'm just going to put it back, and he just fell over. Just like all of them. Here, I'll just put that back where it goes. Yeah, I don't know why that's there, but it looks cool. All right, so let's see how Han holds this blaster. So that goes in there. Fingers are super tight, but Yeah, the trigger finger goes right through the trigger guard. I always like to see that. So this big chest plate, I can already tell is going to get in the way of two-handed aiming. I mean, he holds it very well with one hand, but yeah, let me see if I can get him in a good two-handed aiming pose. Yeah, not really. I mean, this chest armor is totally in the way, and if you try to get it close to his body, it tries to pull the grip of the weapon out of his hand, and the trigger finger comes out of the trigger guard. I mean, from the side, it looks okay. From the front, it looks kind of goofy, but that's a cool looking weapon though. I really do like this blaster. Now from that side, it looks pretty cool, you know, with his hand on the foregrip like this. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's a really, really cool looking weapon. I'm so glad they included, you know, a different blaster than just a standard E11 or, you know, but this is obviously what they were using on Mimban. But you know, just having him down like this is a pretty good look. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's put all the little bits back on. So we'll start with the little breathing thing, the little breathing apparatus. We'll plug those in back here, if I can see what I'm doing. There we go, that goes in there. That one goes in there. Okay, so that will sit on his face like that. Helmet goes on. Okay, that's a pretty good look if you want to have the mouthpiece just kind of hanging down. And the goggles can just sit like that. And if you want to have this all the way on his face, these little tabs, there's some little grabbies on here. They sort of work, you know, but they just, it just kind of sits there. And then you can bring the goggles down. And now he looks like a mud trooper. Or if you want to display him like that, you know, with the breathing apparatus on, goggles up, you can still see his eyes. I think that's a pretty good look right there. And I put the arm back on the broken one. It does not flex. I'm going to try to remove some plastic in here to see if I can get that thing to bend. So now I have just a straight up mud trooper, you know, can't see his face. And then Han, you know, I can have him like this, have the helmet off, the goggles on, the breathing thing down. You know, it's kind of nice that I got two. And if you want to put the cape back on, it just, you know, like I mentioned, it just kind of sits there. There, so that's what that looks like. And I think these two are going to look really good on the shelf side by side. Yeah, so overall, I'm pretty pleased with this figure. It's pretty cool. I mean, yes, the cape is a little fiddly. This is a little fiddly, but I mean, it's a really, really good looking figure, especially if you have this on and the, you know, goggles up. I mean, that's a really, really cool look. I'm totally digging this blaster. It's so nice to get a different blaster in the collection. I mean, the E10, just a really, really cool looking weapon. So yeah, thanks Dorkside for putting this on sale, and actually I'm kind of glad I got a broken one because I got this one for free. So now I have two. But yeah, share your thoughts below on Mimban Han Solo. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it so-so? You know, please comment below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you like videos on Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. And please turn on notifications because I'm always posting something on Black Series. And I just thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll just see y'all next time.